Cher at the China Club last night.
Well, I got to tell you something. That's quite an outfit. Now, this, of course, it was a little scene from Cher Fitness, Body Confidence.
Yeah.
And there are two phases to this workout. One is the hot dance, and the other one using
the bands,
some of the resistance
Dory,
bands. Good idea.
Dory Sanchez, who directed my last show that I actually did here in New York at over at the Paramount. She did up that whole thing. She choreographed. That was her segment in it, and it really killed me. It was really hard. That was a hard one for me.
Really? And you're in such great shape, and you work out all the time.
You know why? Because when we were shooting it, it took us all day. Well, it's hard to do that all day long. You know, I mean, I've never actually done it one time, like just to try it and go through it. I think it would still be. I mean, it's very challenging, and. The bands, I see you've got the bands.
Got the bands, right?
This I was trying this morning.
Karen Andes did these, and these are really great.
This comes with the video, right?
Yeah, it does.
Little resistance here to build up the various muscle groups.
Well, you know what's really great? It's like, I think that it's two things are good for women. First of all, when women first start doing any kind of muscle training, they're not sure what kind of weights to use. And this you can use, the longer you hold it, the less resistance. And as you get better, you can do that, and you can get really good resistance. So you don't have. I brought these to New York, so I use the gray ones.
Sure. How are you going to carry those weights? This is so easy. You throw it in the bag, and it's there.
I mean, you know what I think about? I mean, this is not the best tape you're ever going to buy. I mean, and there's a millions, and there's millions of these tapes. It's a good tape. It's solid. I think that if you buy these kind of tapes, you need to have more than one, because the thing that kills you is that you get bored to death.
Absolutely.
And so I think if you can get yourself like 3 or 4 tapes that you really like, so that you're not doing the same thing every day, and also, when you use your muscle in the same way every day, your muscles are really smart. And you no longer get anything.
Exactly.
So you use different muscle groups.
So you have to use, it's like you trick them. You use the same muscle groups, but you do them in a little bit different way. Like everyone's tape is a little bit different. So someone will like stress quad work, and someone will stress glute. Well, it's the same leg, but you're teasing the muscle. You're kind of tricking it.
What would you say are the best parts of your body?
It's between my ears. That's the best part of my body.
Now,
and also, you know what? I haven't worked out for 3 months. I have really puked off. Christmas came, and I just kind of thought.
Puked off?
Yeah.
That's all right. She's allowed.
I can say that.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I don't feel like doing it right now.
That's right.
So I just started. Last week was my first week back into it.
Was it hard to come back?
It's like your mind says, well, you should start where you left off, but you start from your starting place, and it's kind of fun. I don't like to be so regimented that I have a tendency to get like that.
That it controls you.
Sure.
And I also think it's really good because it keeps me at a place where I know what's happening with women. I don't forget, like I don't forget where the majority of people who haven't been doing this for, I started really heavily into it 15 years ago, or actually about to be 17 years ago,
right?
When I was 30.
The first workout is always the tough one, but after that,
and people overdo. They tend to overdo the first time, and then they start hurting us, and they don't go back.
I keep a little log, and like the other day I wrote, I'm really proud of myself. I'd worked out for 4 days in a row. I feel really good, and I have a tendency to get depressed. Like in my lifetime and in my family history, depression is very, very prevalent, and exercising is so good.
It's such an upper when you walk out of there, isn't it?
Well, it's biochemical, because you're shooting all that stuff into your blood, all the endorphins.
Well, let's take a look now. We're going to leave the mics open because I want to find out how you arrived at the outfit you're wearing. Roll it.
I can explain that easily.
Okay, I want to hear this and I want to see this. And there's Cher.
That outfit is. I had that outfit made right after I had my son. If you saw a lot of videos, that outfit is in it.
Yeah.
And when I had Elijah, I did this thing right afterwards, and I got into it. Of course, I was 30 then. And then when I did my first video, Turn Back Time, I just pulled it out of the closet, and I thought, well, if it fits, I'm wearing it, and it did.
Boy, it sure did.
Yeah.
I'll say it couldn't fit any better than that.
I got a lot of flack from exercise enthusiasts, people who, exercise critics, saying, "How dare I exercise in lingerie?" But
what's their problem with that?
What I think is that it's more interesting for the woman at home. It's like a little bit of a show. It's a little bit of you know, it's a little bit of fun. And also, you know, what am I going to do? Listen to critics now?
But how fascinating. You see, I thought you, you see, here's what I thought. I thought you went out and personally had that thing made to fit you to blah, blah. It's 17 years old.
But Bob Mackie made it.
Oh, he did, 17 years ago. Well, it holds up real well. More
And
with
so
Cher
does Cher.
in a second. We'll show you the second half of this.
Thursday on Live, actor Mel Gibson.
Cher about her Cher fitness videotape, and two parts to it. You saw the dance part, of
Wait a minute,
course.
I want to say something too. The girl on your show mentioned everybody from that stupid awards thing but my friends that won Best Accessories.
Oh, best accessories.
Oh, this was a couple weeks ago when the
Hearts,
Fashion Designers
So
Award.
I just wanted to...
Sure, Chrome Hearts?
I just wanted to give you some flack about that.
Okay, all right.
Because those
Must
guys
have ended up on the editing floor.
No, they're not as well known, but they did win a gigantic award.
Good for them.
And they were very, you know.
And you're loyal to your friends. You came in to root them on.
Well, yeah, I came in to present the award to them.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. See, Cher's got loyalty.
Well, I have friends like I have friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to get a new friend? It's because of the trust factor?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's very difficult because unless you trust someone and they're around you, I mean, you must know this, all of a sudden you'll pick up a tabloid and it'll be some friend and you'll go, how the hell did they find out that someone I know must have told them?
Yeah,
so,
it's an awful feeling.
Yeah, it's like, I've made one really, really close friend in the last 10 years, Michelle Pfeiffer, but Michelle Pfeiffer will take every secret that she ever knew about you to her grave. Yeah. And I have my sister and Paulette, and I mean, there are people that I've just been friends with forever.
Cher, is it tough for you to get around, to travel? I mean, you're so recognizable. Everybody wants to talk to you, to get at you. How do you accomplish that? Is it you must travel with sort of an entourage, with some people?
I kind of, you know, I don't go, I mean, you have two choices. You either stay home or you go out kind of insulated. And so when I go out with like Billy, my manager, who's also like, you know, one of my best friends. Bumper. and Polly, you know, and my sister, and my sister's husband was my bodyguard.
Oh, no.
So
it's a family affair.
So it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a family deal.
Yeah, well.
What haven't you done yet in your life that still kind of haunts you, that you're not going to be really content until you've done it?
Ooh, there's a couple of things, and both of them are like totally opposite. One is I want to direct a movie. That's something that I'm trying to do this year, and I'm really that's a big passion. And the second one is I want to start a children's home, and I want to take in a lot of special interest children. I want to have a multiracial grouping of children. I want to have children that are going to, I want to have children with special needs and special problems, and that's something that I want to do before I die. That's something that will take up a big part of my later life.
All growing up together.
And like my mother said, she said, aren't you ever going to settle down? And I figure that when I'm, like, she has said it in all of my decades, and I feel like 50, 60, I'll settle down and do that. Well, no, 50's coming soon. 60, 70.
She's never settled down.
No, my mother's never settled down either.
settled down.
She wants me to settle down and marry a rich man.
You're rich yourself.
Yes, I know, but my mother's comes from that time of, you know, Cher, you should marry a rich man and he could take care of you. You know, so.
She's from another planet.
She's from another generation,
Sure, absolutely.
you know?
Yeah.
You know, Cher, I was complimenting you on your business ability, but your choice of movies really been terrific over the years. And it seems to me like when you came back to New York and you did the Broadway show, that kind of started a whole new acting phase.
It was, you know, it was, yeah.
Good
New
for
York
you.
is very lucky for me.
Yep. And here it is, come back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean. And then, of course, I mean, just...
And I got Silkwood from that play. They couldn't find my character, and they came in on a Wednesday matinee, and they were just writing the character out of Silkwood. And they came in and saw me, and I got the play.
New York's been lucky for me, too.
Yeah.
A lot of times you have to come back to New York to find yourself all over again. But look at the movies. These are special movies that you'll always remember. Now, there was a terrific scene right there, Mask.
And that's where your tenderness towards the facial cranium.
That's how I found craniofacial.
Variety Club does an awful lot of work with craniofacial kids.
All right, what else we have?
Moonstruck?
Oh, Moonstruck, of course, and there's Vincent Gardenia, who we just lost. That was the Academy Award.
Yes.
Major thrill in the life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just totally, it's unbelievable.
Remember Danny Aiello came on the show and he was telling us
Yes.
about filming it, as he was filming it, and you and he were in, what was it, the Brooklyn Tunnel?
Tunnel.
One of
And
the
I almost
tunnels?
killed him.
Yes, that's
he
right.
But I
tells that-
didn't really almost kill him. He's such a wimp sometimes. He's such a baby.
Well, tell me.
And that was on TV. I saw it the other
Was
night.
the other night
It was a
against
much better movie than I thought.
on TV.
Well, yeah.
You know, you appreciate it the second time you see it, right?
Yeah.
Is that when you and Michelle began your great friendship?
Yes.
Was that 10 years ago?
Well, no, it wasn't 10 years ago.
No.
I
Oh,
said in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember when it was. It was a little while
But
ago
that's
now.
some cast when you think about it, right? Susan
Yeah,
Sarandon,
and
you,
Johnny,
Michelle, and
Jack.
And Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack. How did Jack?
Little Johnny.
Yeah. Is that what you
Is
call
that
him,
what
Little
we
Yeah,
Johnny?
little Johnny.
I wonder why she calls him
I don't
Little
want to
Johnny.
know why.
No, because I think that's what his mom and that's what his family called him when he was young.
Oh,
you
yeah?
know?
Little Johnny?
Yeah, little Johnny used to sit. His mom owned a hairdressing place in her house, and he said he just loved women from that time on.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Would you consider him to be a sexy guy?
It's really difficult for me because he's the coolest man I know, as far as loving women, and he was so great to us. The women had a really hard time on that, and there's something sexy about him, just his personality.
Yeah, I
you
would
know?
think so.
Who is the male sex symbol to you? And Reach, just calm down. I mean, you have fantasies too, right? Like everybody
Sure,
else.
you're a human being. Go ahead. Don't be afraid.
Right? You know, I actually think your wife is cooler than you. I saw you guys on TV, and I thought, God, Regis's wife is very cool.
She really is.
She's all right.
You're I think you're lucky to have her.
I am lucky. I'm a lucky guy. I'm glad to hear you say that.
You've got two women that are
I've
very
got two
cool.
of the coolest women around. One's
And
a
we
little
remind
hot.
him of that all the time.
You need them to bail you out a lot.
But really, Cher, give us one guy. I mean,
Like some guy that I really think is great.
Yeah.
There's a guy, the guy on Northern Exposure.
the doctor.
Oh, no, the
No,
DJ.
the DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like him.
Does he know you feel this way about him?
Well, no, but I mean, you said someone that you just think is
Yeah.
really cool. There
Okay.
are other people. Daniel Day-Lewis, I think, is
Oh,
so
and Last of the Mohicans, I
unbelievable.
just saw that.
Who else? Is there anybody else? There's not very many. Not very many. That
Sorry about that.
but the ones that are there are really there.
And so are you, kiddo. Now look, let's conclude this by taking a look at the second half of our videotape. This is where we work with the exercise bands.
You're
Great for-
always working, aren't you? This is
Well,
kind of boring for me, and you want to talk
but,
about it. Okay.
You're nice enough to come here, and so we're going to show the second half of this tape right here. And we'll take a
Reach,
look at
this
it
has
right now.
powder on it, so that's what's getting
Yeah,
all
but this
over
is
you.
the tape they'll be working
Yeah,
with.
and it's interesting. This does have powder on it, so if you have these, don't think they're dirty. They're just supposed to keep your hands from sliding off. Like that.
She's doing some deep knee bends with those right now, but that's for so it's for every part of your body then, right? Not just for the upper body.
Yeah, you can do anything with this.
Love that tattoo, Cher. Turns me on.
Which one?
The long one. What is it? A charm bracelet?
This one, yeah.
Cher, your body's really changed over the years, so you're much more muscular now than you
Yeah.
were when you originally did the Sonny and Cher
I
show.
was really skinny when I did this. Sonny
And you
Cher
didn't
show.
work at that then, did you?
No.
That was your natural
Yeah,
physiology.
it was hard for me to eat. You know, it's like when you're doing an hour, when you're dancing constantly and stuff like that, it's just, we work pretty much from morning until night.
Yeah.
Well, Cher, we want to thank you so much for coming by.
I'm glad you're exercising and you're not eating fat, and you can't have that
That's right.
that cheese on the pizza.
That's right. No more pizza. Thanks, sweetheart. Thanks so much. Good luck to you, okay?
So great to meet you. Thanks
right.
so much.
Cher, everybody, and we'll be right back in a moment.
Next on Live, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Bruce Willis.